So Ashley expressed to Lil Zane, who's her husband, that she would like to audition for the group Changing Faces by having some tweaks done to her face and also getting 2 new additions to her chest. Now Lil Zane, who is her husband, says he's not for it and he actually doesn't want her to get the surgery. But we are at a fork in the road trying to figure out if Ashley wants this surgery for Ashley or is Ashley just basically trying to be a follower. We about to discuss this and a whole heap of other things. But is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beef for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And we are here discussing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Don't know the episode, don't know the season, and I don't care. I'm just ready to get into it because it was a lot happening and we got to discuss it. On top of this whole Ashley plastic surgery drama that she has going on with Lil Zane hanging out with the tight face crew, his words, not mine. We also have a lot of drama going on with Skrizna-E and baby mama none but Thrizna-E. Now, I told y'all at the beginning of this doggone season, I even told y'all when we met this girl is a fan. So when she does fan activities, I don't understand why people get so like surprised. But either way, baby mama number 3 comes to Love and Hip Hop to tell us that not only is Skrizna-E doing the same thing he did with baby mamas number 1 and 2, Rappy is also tricking off all his money to this new girl who's a bottle girl cosplaying as a real estate agent, according to baby mama number 3. And also he's stopping by her house to drop off a little, you feel what I'm saying? But ain't leaving no cash. We gonna talk about how slow this girl is for even telling us this and even thinking that she's flexing. We gonna discuss that. Mama D trying to meet all these new girls and make heads and tails of who's who. Imani looked very, very beautiful. Shout out to her. We also got drama with Erica Banks wanting to marry her new stud. She doesn't know how her parents are going to take it, but they're trying to take it day by day. And then we also have Jock and his brother, who unfortunately lost 3 kids in a house fire and was arrested for negligence. I have a few questions about that, and it's an unfortunate situation we'll get into. Jock brought it to the platform, I guess to, raise awareness, and it's causing people to like wonder what's really happening. Is this a storyline or is it really real? We're going to discuss that amongst all other things happening in this episode of Love and Hip Hop, but I need you guys to do me a favor. First of all, like the video, also subscribe to the channel. I also need you guys to drop down in the comments, leave a comment down there and let me know what y'all think about this episode. Don't forget to make sure that notification bell is checked and on so you'll know when I upload more content and or go live. So now that we've gotten through all of that, y'all do me a favor. Grab your tings, your liquor, your earbuds, your za, everything you need, and let's get right on into this episode. So now the episode opens up with Erica bringing her stud around to everybody in the crew so that they can meet and greet and say, hey girl, we love it. Now she's having this girl meet up with Ashley, and Ashley is stunned to find out that Erica is swinging the other way. I think a lot of people are, but if you know, you know. You know, when you run through all the niggas, what else do you do? Where else do you go? You feel what I'm saying? So anyways, moving on, we also have Rashida talking to 3 earrings about the fact that she feels some type of way about Bam putting out that diss track and having things to say about her and Kirk. She said because she felt like her and the Bam was fam. Now I thought Rashida said she don't really have no friends. I guess family is different. But apparently, according to Rashida and Kirk with the 3 earrings, they really felt slighted because Bam being fam, they didn't feel like she should have put them in a diss track and feel some type of way and start beefing with them. Either way, Bam came in with Kendra because Kendra's gonna bring Bam so that they can make it right because Kendra don't want them to continue to beef. Like she's gonna say later on, hey, y'all are better than this. We need to find ways to come around and bury the hatchet when we have beef. So that's what this whole thing is all about. So now the Bam walks in. She's very, a little reserved. She don't know how everything's gonna go because they hadn't spoken since the diss track. But either way, she's there to talk to him because she said she loved them and didn't appreciate how they played with her. So basically, they asked Bam what was the issue, and Bam says that she understands that they cool with Spice. She says she don't rock with Spice. Her problem was They were sitting up there laughing and kikiing with Spice when Spice was over there saying that Bambi only had 11 listeners on Spotify. The Bam feels like if y'all supposed to be my fam, the Bam's fam, then I didn't feel like y'all should have been over there laughing and kikiing with the enemy, with the op. Like, that's cool, y'all cool with her, but why laugh with me? And look at Kirk with the 3 earrings. You know what's crazy? I forgot to tell you. You see, Rashida, she got Tourette's, and she be laughing at everything. I'm not saying it's an excuse, so please don't take it like that. All I'm saying is she got diagnosed. They put her on pills. Sometimes she don't take the pills and she get to laughing like a hyena. So please forgive her for that. But other than that, we understand that. But it really wasn't like that, you know? And look at the Bam. I mean, I get it, a little kiki here and there. But when y'all is really meeting with this girl, laughing and joking and acting like y'all ain't like my song and letting her say all this craziness, I really feel away. And you know what? The Bam has a point. Because Rashida and them was over there laughing and kikiing with Spice. If that's your family, you shouldn't have been doing that. And they have to take accountability for it. And they do. Because Kirk was like, you know what, you're right. And I understand how it could be a misunderstanding. But they don't feel like they were doing anything wrong intentionally. So the Bam was basically telling them that she felt like they picked a side and told Spice to kick her off the song. According to Rashida, that's not true. Rashida said she didn't tell Spice to kick you off the song. She just basically told Spice that you put your money into the music already and you should just go ahead on and put your project out. But that's cap. We all know Rashida is two-faced and be lying because somehow I don't know if I heard or remember Rashida saying go ahead and put it out without the Bam, or if she implied it. But for some odd reason, my memory bank or my feelings make me feel like she did tell that girl, oh, well, if you don't have the Bam on it, just, put the project out. Don't act like you wasn't encouraging the girl to put it out without the Bam. If Bam was your fam, you should have been telling Spice that she should keep the Bam on her project and not take her off. But see, Rashida thinks she real slick. And you know what? The Bam is going to accept the apology because like she said, she loved the Frosters. I don't know why, but she loved 3 earrings and put it on her, make them want to marry me. But if I was you, Bam, I'd keep my head on a swivel. Rashida already said she ain't got no friends. Look at her. Can't you tell? Girl, please, let's move on. So now we move to the next scene and Ashley takes Erica Banks, probably one of the girls with the most plastic surgery, over to the doctor to speak about like a pre-counsel for plastic surgery or something. Now she bought Erica Banks, in my opinion, for a reassurance because somebody like Erica Banks who's gone under the knife multiple times will be somebody to tell her, you should do it. You should go ahead. You should go. Now, according to Ashley wants us to believe that she's doing this solely for her. She says that she's breastfed 2 kids and she want to get her boobs done. And she also says she feels like she has some lines coming up in her face. Now, this is a complex subject, but I want to attack it from both sides because I honestly agree with both sides of this. But I must admit, I often wonder if Ashley is doing this because of the company she's keeping and the location in which she's in, which is Atlanta. We gonna get into it. Strap up. Don't be sensitive. If so, skip to the next scene, girl, because we about to drag this for a second. So now Ashley is at the doctor and she's trying to figure out what kind of boobs she wants. She says she breastfed 2 kids and her boobs are a little bit saggy. She says right now she has a C cup. And look at Erica. Ooh, that's a C. I thought that was an A. They buku small. See what I'm talking about? A person like Erica Banks, who is obviously pro-surgery, is gonna be the person to probably talk you up into getting surgery. I mean, she thinks it's great. It's great for her. In her mind, it works for me. Why wouldn't it work for you? This is why Ashley bought somebody like Erica Banks to the doctor. She didn't go get Erica Dixon or somebody like that. She needed somebody to come in and reassure her that she needs this surgery. But this here is the tricky part. The doctor comes in and he's trying to figure out what it is Ashley wants, right? Now, this is a black doctor. This is Atlanta. I told you guys before. Instagram, if it was ever a location for black people, I believe Atlanta is it. Everybody in Atlanta has some sort of surgery. Everybody lying about everything. It's a place where you can cosplay and do it successfully without most people even finding out. So now Ashley tells the man that she wants to get her boobs done. She wants to add some volume to her boobs and lift them up. And then she also tells the man saying that she feels like she has some lines that could be coming in around her face, and she wants to have some stuff done to her face, maybe some fillers. Now, remind you, these are the same fillers that have the group changing faces over their stiff face the way they are. And y'all know who the group leaders are. It's the stiff face crew, as Scrappy called them. So the doctor takes a look at this girl and basically tells her, your boobs are sagging, but it is normal. He says your boobs are not saggy the way that people think that they are. It's actually a normal sag. But what he did tell her was that he's going to lift them and make them look abnormal. If this doesn't tell you guys everything that you need to know, I don't know what to tell you. And the reason I'm saying this is because we have gotten so caught up into the perfectness of Instagram and social media that even normal wear and tear on our bodies seem to be an issue. But I find that this is very common in places that are high in city populations like Atlanta or, New York and things of that nature. Now, this is the gag. He tells her he don't think she needs the fillers in her face. He says her face actually looks what? Normal. But he does tell her, because he wants to make money, he's going to go ahead and give her a few little fixers, little, kinks here and there to kind of smooth her out. And she is just loving this situation. Erica Banks is back there cheering her on. Everybody's high-fiving everybody. And I'm over here saying, girl, you are about to ruin your face and your life. Because although I believe in a woman having self-care and loving her body and wanting to make tweaks to her body, we got to talk about the long-term effects of this. And that's the only angle I'm coming from. You are a beautiful girl, Ashley. You don't need none of this. I find this very often with a lot of black women. We don't really be needing this stuff. But I find that these trends start happening. These women start getting these things. And more women are more, for lack of a better term, influenced to do this. And I really feel bad for Ashley, because somebody as beautiful as she is, and take a look at Ashley, somebody as beautiful as she is can get in a city like Atlanta and feel like she has to make these changes. It's kind of heartbreaking, because I know that she's probably doing this, or at least expediting wanting to do it, because of the company she's keeping, because of the people she's around, the social environment that she attends. She is the odd girl out. Everybody looks like a fake Instagram model. Put a pin in that though. We'll come right back to it. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Mama D and baby mama number 3 decide to hit up Magic City, or one of them strip clubs, child. And they just out there for lunch having wings and drinks. If you're not from Atlanta or have never lived in there, it sounds foreign. But in Atlanta, yes, you go to the strip club for noon, lunch, whatever, and have you some wings and a drink and watch you a little girls. You know what I'm saying? But either way, they down there at the strip club, and baby mama number 3 decides to spill the tea that her baby daddy, which is little Chris Naive, has been creeping to her doors late nights. She said he be going out running the streets, and every time you turn around when he's done, he's knocking on my door 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Now I'm like Mama D, because I guess I was raised by older black women. But girl, what you mean he coming knocking on your door 2, 3, 4 in the morning? Ain't nothing open but legs and liquor stores. Girl, what you mean? And you see, Mama D is an old school pimp, okay? Mama D knows the game. And Mama D is looking at this girl like, why is she telling me this and telling me this as if it is a flex? Mama D understands that baby mama number 3 might be the slowest one of them all. And honestly, I'm with you, Mama D. She really might be. Oh, but she ain't done. So then she tells Mama D that this dude goes out on dates with these girls. He literally goes out, take these girls on dates, and then come back to her house at 2, 3 in the morning and get a little cooch every now and again. And this is the gag. This is the gag. Not even what she's saying. The fact that she has this air of, now check that, behind it as if it's a flex. Girl, you are a doormat. And you on Love and Hip Hop telling everybody proudly as if it is a flex. Who raised you? Oh my. Then she had the nerve to say Scrappy be tricking off spending all his money on the girls and don't give her nothing but pennies for her child. Yet the door still unlocks. See, that's what I'm talking about. The lights on, but nobody's home. Something is wrong with this generation of girls. Y'all really don't want to listen to the older women, and that's why y'all out here stuck on stupid. Girl, you can't make it up. You really can't. Now, Mama D feels some type of way, not because he playing baby mama number 3. Mama D said, I used to be a pimp. I had sluts. And I've always raised my son and told him, don't you ever trick off to none of these heifers. So she feels some type of way, not that he's not taking care of his child, simply because he's being a trick. You can't make this up. So now anyway, in comes Miss Shirlene. Now that's Rashida mama. But she came into it with Jasmine. Now, let me tell y'all something. Jasmine and Miss Shirlene and Rashida and them been cool. They been a big threesome family, allegedly, in my opinion. I mean, the proof has been in the pudding for how long? How many times is these people gonna put on the Instagram that this girl getting plates from the cookout and she done drop cannon off and all that? These people ain't really beefing. I told y'all that. Now, Miss Shirlene, you look real nice. Miss Shirlene hopped into the confessional looking like a mother of the bride to tell us that, you know, she had her ups and downs with her little partner. Well, now her friend, now partner, is Jasmine. She said, but she decided that, you know, they're going to let bygones be bygones and they just going to be friends. Now, according to Miss Shirlene, she said Jasmine is her road dog. Yes, they be at the strip club having wings and drinks and watching the girls. She said they do this together. Miss Shirlene said she is the turn-up queen. She said, where you think Rashida get it from? And I said, and that's the problem. Because Rashida don't turn up or down. Do she turn over? Move around, Miss Shirlene. So now the Jessica model girl walks in, and mind you, Miss Shirlene them is meeting up with Mama D and baby mama number 3. Now she gets introduced to baby mama number 3. And Jessica feels some type of way about it because she said, here it is. I'm meeting baby mama number 3 before Bambi meets her. Like, what are the odds? Now, Jessica, first of all, you is messy, girl. Mind your business. And then second of all you need to do is collect the tea so you can go back and give it to your friend. All this other stuff you doing is for the birds. So Jasmine asks baby mama number 3 if she met Bambi and does she have a problem with meeting Bambi. And baby mama number 3 was like, nah, I haven't met her yet. She was like, and honestly, I look forward to meeting her. According to baby mama number 3, she admires the fact and respect the fact that the Bam actually married Shriz Naive. She said she got to give her props for that. And I said, okay. So then Mama D volunteers the information that she is tired of Shriz Naive and that is her son. She said her son be wrong with the way he be doing these women and she owes the Bam an apology. Now everybody in their mama was like, girl, what? Now, we all know Mama D cannot stand the Bam. So when these people heard Mama D said that she owed the Bam an apology, I'm like Jessica and Miss Shirlene. Girl, hell had to be them frozen over. Had to be, girl. Mama D don't like nobody. Everybody know that. So now in come this new girl. I forgot her name, but apparently she's somebody that I forgot who at the table knew her. Was it Jasmine? It don't matter. Somebody at the table knew her. Now this girl walks in kind of randomly and I'm like, who is her? And she starts talking about how she's trying to manage artists or something like that. And she gets introduced to everybody around the table. Now when she runs across baby mama number 3, the fan kind of started oozing out of her. Now I told you guys I'm a pretty good judge of character. And everything I said about this girl since the beginning is starting to come to pass. And let me tell you why. When that girl said that she is London on the Track's baby mama, this girl started saying, ooh, London on the Track, London on the Track, that's your baby daddy? It was like she started getting giddy like a schoolgirl. Now Mama D looking at her like, girl, you know him? And she was like, oh yeah, I know him. He way bigger than your son. Girl, I'm talking about just this Miss Mama D and Scrappy. It was almost like she saw the next lick in play and she was like, girl, I gotta go. And Mama D sitting over there like, I know she did not just play the prince in front of the queen. But y'all ain't in the palace. Yes, she did, Mama D. Yes, she did, because she's a fan. I told you guys this. Nobody want to listen to me. Baby mama number 3, a.k.a. Shakira, is trying to find her next lick so that she can get a baby daddy that's going to take care of her. She thought she had that with Scrappy, but she realized he just got money on TV, not in real life. Now she's trying to find London on the Track, or at least it seems like it. Child, this was a mess. I didn't like this. I ain't going to hold you. So this girl asks if they're going to be going to Erica Banks' concert. And Jasmine says that her and Erica are going to attend the concert. But she also lets the cat out the bag, okay, that Erica is now a dagger, honey, that she got a girlfriend and she going around introducing her old lady to everybody. And look at Mama D. She dagging now. She be scissoring. So she don't like pee no more. She don't like niggas. And girl was like, black people are the funniest people on the face of this earth. The girl is just in a relationship. We don't know if she's completely abandoned the peen. We don't know, Mama D. Lord, let's move on. So now the band meets up with Ray Face. She said they is engaged. They went from promise ring to engaged in like 2.5 seconds. She love her man, but he be disappearing. I can't stand no Houdini nigga. Do you hear me? She said he keep disappearing. So now she meeting up with him, trying to find out what's been going on. According to the BAM, she said he'll go ghost for like hours. And then next time she hear from him, he done hopped on a plane and he done went to Houston or went somewhere else. Now, according to Ray says that he not doing nothing. He just going out there to work. She making it seem like he going out there to party. Whenever he leaves, he's going to work. But that's not why Bam have an issue. Bam issue stems from the fact that you just get up and leave. Now, I done heard through the streets that you was cheating and had a whole nother woman while you over here playing fiance with the Bam. And that's probably why you was getting up and leaving. I'm just saying. That's what I heard. I don't know. But the Bam is over there confronting Ray, saying that basically now she feel like she's stressed. At first, she didn't have to worry about nothing. Ray was doing everything, over communicating. Now she can't find him for hours on end. And when she finally get in touch with the nigga, he way in Cuba somewhere. Girl, the nigga is cheating and lying on you, girl. I get it, you want to get married. I get it, you want to go Rashida. But maybe Ray ain't the 3 earrings. Maybe he not. Maybe he don't have the ears to carry the load of the 3 earrings for you, fat. That's just what I believe. Because they say Ray ain't never been faithful to nobody, allegedly. And he was so cute, wasn't he? Girl, bless their little heart. They done broke up now anyway, so don't mean to spurl the tea. But they done already broke up, so it don't matter. Let's move on. So now in the next scene, Jock wakes up to bad news. Apparently his brother has lost all 3 of his children. They were 4-year-old, 1-year-old, and 9 months old in a house fire somewhere in Atlanta. And this was his brother and his 3 children. Now, this is a very tricky story because, first of all, my condolences go out to the family and for any and everybody who lost or felt this loss, because it's always sad when children loses their lives. Jock comes on here and gives us this story about his brother losing his children. And not only did he lose his children, they were charging him with the crime, basically saying that there was some sort of negligence. Now, I'm not going to lie. I went and looked this up and I did so to get more information. And I did see that 3 children lost their lives in a fire. And it was saying that it was due to some sort of electrical issue. Now, when Jock is saying that the brother was charged, I was confused as to how both things are true. But I'm not a firefighter and I did go look this up. So I was confused about it and tried to find as much information as I can. And that's all I got. Now, Kendra comes in on the scene to tell us that Jock has not been himself since he heard this news. He's basically been all over the place. Now, I'm not going to hold you. When I heard 3 of Jock's nieces and or nephews was taken in a fire, my initial reaction was, what in the Illuminati? If you know, you know. But ultimately, my second reaction was, this is a horrible, horrible thing. And then I'm also trying to figure out, why would they be charging his brother in the crime? Why would they even think it's a crime if it's electrical issues that caused the fire? Now, it was kind of vague when Jock talked about it. Jock kind of was just like, yeah, my brother's kind of fighting this case. But when I looked at the article read that both parents and the children were inside the home when this fire took place. Now, I ain't trying to be no investigator, but I just feel like something in the milk is not clean about this story. Now, by no means am I doubting the story of the children losing their lives in the fire. I believe that lock, stock, and barrel. I think my question kind of comes in with the brother. Are they adding that to make this a storyline for the show? Did that really happen? Did he really get arrested? I don't know. It's just me asking questions. As for now, Jock is battling that, trying to deal with losing his nieces and nephews and helping his brother get out of jail. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Rashida wants to meet up with Sierra to check on her since all that stuff popped off when she revealed that she's pregnant. Now, mind you, Sierra is battling issues with her mama, and Rashida is offering her listening ear to her to kind of get her side of what's going on. So Rashida asked her about the situation that happened at her, kind of, I guess, pregnancy reveal, and was like, I saw how your mama reacted. How did that make you feel, and what's really going on? Now, according to my girl Sierra, face number 3. Is she 5? No, she 4. Face number 4. According to face number 4, she says that she's always had a tumultuous relationship with her mama. She says she's been successful and her mama feels like her success is her own and she's entitled to it. She said everything that she does, her mama is kind of like displaying jealousy traits and she always has to butt in on something and have something to say about everything. And it hurts her because all she wants is her mama. She don't mind that her mama is flawed. She don't mind that her mama is messy, but she feels like she's isolated from her mama because she can't trust her. Her mama feels like an enemy to her. And so many black women understand what this feels like, unfortunately. And I completely understood it when she said it. Now, the problem is the mama is stuck in her ways. And Sierra is pregnant. I didn't like this advice that Rashida gave to her because Rashida was like, well, you need to talk to your mama and tell her that you accept her flaws and that you're okay with it and you just want her in her life. And while that would be good advice to certain people in certain situations, Sierra is pregnant and she's probably highly emotional. Going to try to tell her mama, I'm going to have you in your life and accept you to a mother like that, if she is the mother I think she is, that could be highly stressful to Sierra and could be harmful to her and the baby while she's carrying. She's definitely in the first trimester. I wouldn't have told her that. Honestly, personally, I would have asked her to just take a break, figure out your pregnancy, enjoy it, and then figure out a way to get back with your mama later on. But again, what kind of advice would you expect from Rashida? Her and her mama act like they was raised together. Girl, Rashida is the last person you should have went talk to about advice. But I get it. Maybe she just needed a soundboard to talk to. Hopefully she don't take none of the advice. But that's all Rashida had to give this girl. Girl, Rashida gave a horrible advice. Get around. Move around, girl. So now we move to the next scene. Skriznai is ready to introduce his new love to his mama and to his daughter Imani. Now Scrap is trying to make an honest woman out of this lady and I'm not gonna let him do it. Not saying she's not an honest woman, but the outfit, the real estate, the property, the whole thing, I just feel a bit forced. So now they at one of her quote unquote rental properties where Imani and Mama D supposed to come and meet this girl and she's excited, but Scrappy is a bit scared, as he should be, because every woman he bring around Mama D, she typically kind of get into it with him. You know how I go. But Mama D been changing lately. So anyway, Mama D and Imani walks in, he introduces them, and Scrappy is full of love and joy. He's just all bubbly. Mama D was picking up on it immediately. She was like, my son is a bit smitten by this girl. Now, mind you, she done heard that the girl ain't nothing but a bottle girl cosplaying as a real estate agent. So Mama D already on 10. So Mama D asked the girl what she do for a living, and I don't know if she added the bottle girl part in and it was edited out for the show. But on the show, all we saw was the girl say she was a real estate agent. Now, if it is true that this girl is actually a bottle girl, why would she leave that out? And since it's the show and we don't know who did the editing, we gonna go with the move. She didn't put in that she was a bottle girl, which leads me to believe, like Mama D, girl, I gotta keep my eye on you. Because Mama D said, I'm going to let you slide with this real estate agent, big girl. But I heard through the streets in Atlanta that you really outside at the strip clubs, allegedly. I didn't say it. This is what Mama D said, okay? So Scrap was like, I just wanted the two most important women in my life to meet my new love. I'm in love with this girl. Skriznai done settled down. We done decided to make it official and be a couple. And I really, really, really wanted you to meet her mama and Imani. What y'all think? Now Imani was like, oh, she cute, daddy. I like her, whatever the case may be. And Mama D was over here saying, well, girl, have you met baby mama number 3, Shakira? And I'm sitting over here saying, now, Mama D, why would you ask that girl that after they just told you they announced that they together in official, girl? So the girl was like, no, I haven't met baby mama number 3. And honestly, I'm really not looking forward to meeting her because she's been saying some disparaging things or whatever the case may be. She was like, but ultimately, it is what it is. I understand that I'm going to have to meet all these people. Now, Scrappy tried to downplay the girl and was like, yeah, because she was disrespectful and she gave my mama a muzzle. And she called my mama a bitch. And I told her she was wrong. And I'm over here saying, Dad, go. This is what Scrappy do all the time. See, Scrappy has an issue with when he get with a new girl, he like to downplay the old girl. He does this with every single woman he gets with it. He did it to Erica on the BAM. He did it to the BAM on baby mama number 3 and so on and so forth. This is what he does. But thank goodness the beautiful Imani had the only intelligence in the room to say, well, the girl is here by herself. She don't have family. She don't have a mama. She feel like the only family she has is what she has here. Y'all got to give her grace for that. And I'm over here saying, how is it that the youngest person is the most wisest? Like, make it make sense. But I'm wondering if this girl caught on to the fact that while you over here announcing y'all monogamous, she asking you, do you know about him and the baby mama number 3? I'm wondering if this girl done put the 2 and 2 together. I hope so, because she sure put on the cape and shoulder pads to sell us the real estate agent story. Girl, get off of here. You ain't scrapping. Let's move on. So now Jock goes to see his stepsister, who's somebody in Atlanta. I think she like some sort of somebody, girl. I don't know. But he goes to see what options he have to get his brother out of jail. Now, this is the sister that he shares a father with. His brother is the brother that he shares a mother with. So he's kind of like calling in a favor. Now, this here is the lady, and she's going to give him his options for the brother. And what she's telling him is true. She's like, listen, right now, let him get a public defender. No need to jump out the window with your pocketbook yet. Get him a public defender, see what they trying to charge him with, what they trying to do, and then we can move forward from there. Now, Jock got scrappy with him, and he was telling us that this is the brother we seen before on the show that he talked to, I want to say when the mama passed, and he was telling them that they trying to work on getting their brother out because it's unfair, and he understand that 3 children lost their lives. But he also feels like his brother should be home grieving properly the loss of his children. All right, now let's move on. So now Erica Banks is getting ready to go on another tour or do another show. And she's in the bed with her little booski. And they playing games trying to figure out what they about to do. Now, mind you, this is her new boo. I don't know how long they've been together, but I'm going to tell you now, lesbians fall in love in 24 hours, allegedly. So anyway, she was like, yeah, boo, I'm so in love with you and I love you so much. I'm just trying to figure out though, of all the girls in the world you could have had, you chose me. What made you choose me? I mean, like, why me? Why the queen? And the girl was like, you see, you won't know why I chose you. One day I woke up and the sun was out. Then it started raining. And it was at that time I knew God wanted me to find the end of the rainbow. And when I seen you, at first I thought you was a leprechaun, but I realized you was the love of my life. And it was that moment I knew you was the one. And look at Erica. Oh my God. That is so beautiful. And this is why I love you so much. This is why I want to spend the rest of my life with you. This is why I fell in love with you. I just love you so much. I mean, I love you so much. I want you to know that, yeah, we have our ups and downs. And yes, sometimes I get crazy and I beat you up and I drag you up and down the street. But you got to understand, I do that not because I hate you. I do that because I love you, girl. I'm trying to be with you for the rest of my days. So if I pop you, we both girls. It's not DV. It's cool. So the girl was like, oh, you love me? And Erica was like, yeah. And so the girl was like, well, I'm ready to get married. She said, me and you been together for 16 days. And these have been the best 16 days of my life. And I know you the one. I'm ready to walk down the aisle, put on my tuxedo dress, and get in front of that man and tell him that I want to spend the rest of my days with you. What you think about that, girl? And Erica was like, I love you and I want that too. But I just don't know how my parents are going to take this. I mean, I know I rap ghetto, but I actually come from a really good family. And my mom and daddy was cool with me playing dagger. But if I tell them I want to get married and be a real dagger, they might disown me. So please give me a chance. Let me figure out a way to bring this to my parents. And we gonna figure it out. But it don't matter though. I still love you. And I'm over here saying, girl, what in the soap opera? Let's move on. So now Ashley and Zane decide to go to dinner because after she had her consultation, I guess she went home and told Zane that she's thinking about getting plastic surgery. Now Zane is freaking out because as her husband, he does not want her to get the plastic surgery. And this is the conundrum we've come to. So she tells him that she's doing this surgery and he's just like, listen, I just seriously want to know what's going on. He was like, I've been with you 12 years. Me and you ain't never had no issues. I've never had any complaints. I love your body. I think you're beautiful. Why do you want this surgery? Now, this is her opportunity to say, listen, I feel like I want a mommy makeover because my body doesn't do what it used to do. I'm a bit insecure here, a bit insecure there, and I just want to have a few nips and tucks to make me feel better. But she didn't. Ashley stands is my body, my choice. I want this surgery, and you should just be supportive, right? Now, some people may agree with Ashley. Some people may feel like she should take her husband's thoughts and feelings into considerations. But Ashley, right now, the way it looks, she seems like she's already had her mind made up. And there's nothing nobody, not even her husband Zane, can do about it. So when Zane asked her why she didn't ask him to come to the doctor with her, she's saying because she felt like he was going to talk her out of it. But he did make a point. He said, who did you bring? Now, when she says Erica Banks, he brings up the fact that Erica Banks and Amy are two girls who have surgery. He also brings up the fact that they are called the tight face crew because she's talking about the stuff she wants tweaked and done to her face. He's asking her, are you trying to be a part of the tight face crew? Are you doing this because these girls are doing it? Are you feeling maybe pressured? What is going on? Now, a lot of people I know are going to take offense to that, and they're going to feel like there's no reason for him to come at her like that. Maybe she's just a woman who wants to have a little nip and tuck. And while I agree with you, I do find it odd that in places like Atlanta, plastic surgery is higher in demand, and it's typically because the trends. It's all about the way a city trends. If a lot of people are doing the same thing, it makes the people or the company money. And right now, plastic surgery is the company in the business, and it makes a lot of money in places like Atlanta. Because let's really call a thing a thing. Ashley is beautiful. Ashley, even with the quote unquote filters that Love and Hip Hop may be doing on this show, she is gorgeous. She doesn't need any of this stuff. This is just my opinion, but it's also not my body. I have to understand and appreciate that she can make whatever choices she wants to make. But I must admit, this does feel a bit followish. It does feel like you've been hanging out with these girls in Atlanta and now you want to nip and tuck because the girls in Atlanta have nips and tucks. It's a natural way of being inside of any environment. It's just the way things are. What's unfortunate is beautiful women like Ashley end up in circles in Atlanta like the one she's in, and they typically end up doing the surgeries. It just is what it is. Now, I'm not taking away from her saying she's always wanted these surgeries and she's always been insecure about her boobs. As a woman, I understand. However, I do feel like the expediting of this thing is more or less because of the circle she's in, on the show that she's on, around the women that she's with. So either way, they go back and forth. She feels some type of way because he feels like she's following the rest of the girls, and she says she's not. She's going to do it no matter what he thinks or how he feels about it. Now, I don't know how this hurts their marriage, but I'll tell you now, it don't help it. I'm in groups like this. They be getting divorced. I'm just telling you. Now, I'm not saying Zane is a prize. Actually, Zane is not the best husband. She might need to get rid of the dead weight. But as it pertains to an average husband and wife, I think that this conversation needs to be had, and we need to figure out a common ground, because a lot of these women be going getting these surgeries and be coming back to no husbands. That's the part they don't be telling y'all. So anyway, he grabs her hand and was like, Ashley, I want to tell you that you're beautiful. I love you. I love everything about you. I love your body. I love your face. And I don't want you to do anything to yourself. And you can tell through edits that he brought up concerns about her health. But ultimately, he's begging her not to get the surgery. He tells her if he had to tell her she's beautiful every single day for her not to get the surgery, he would. And that's still not enough for Ashley, because Ashley has made up her mind. But I'm going to just tell y'all right now, I'm erring on the side of, yes, it is her body, it's her choice, but she's making a horrible decision that she'll probably regret later. And she's already beautiful and don't need none of it. But that's just my take on it. What do y'all think? Let's move on. So now in the final scene, Jock is in the limousine with Kendra and with the mother of the 3 children who was lost, and also I guess a cousin. Now I don't know if they're on the way to court to a bail hearing, or I can't remember where they going. But either way, he got all these people with them and they're trying to build a support system around his brother. Now I'm not gonna hold you. This is the mother of the 3 children who lost their lives. Like I told y'all earlier, I can't find much of a backstory on the father having anything to do with this house fire. So I don't know what the backstory is, but I'm not gonna hold you. Seeing this woman in that limousine to go to this man's arraignment while she just lost 3 children, it made me feel a bit eerie. I'm looking at this lady like, what is going on? And again, the article said that both parents were inside of the apartment when this happened. So how is it that if both parents were in the apartment, he's the only one being charged, yet it was still an electrical issue that caused the fire? It's just so much going on. I don't know, y'all. Something in the milk ain't clean about this story. I don't know. Maybe it's a storyline that they adding on at the end. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever it is, I got questions. Somebody drop down in the comments and help me out with some answers, because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. I don't know what's going to happen at court. I guess we'll find out next week. So be sure to stay tuned. But that was the end of the episode. Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.